The Health Secretary has accused Labour of scaremongering over the future of West London's hospitals. His comments came as MPs clashed over A&E units, with Labour claiming many in the capital were at breaking point. The row comes as Northwick Park Hospital opened the doors on its new A&E 2 months after 2 other local units were closed. The hospital's warning, though, that the new unit won't necessarily mean patients being seen more quickly. Here's our political correspondent, Carl Mercer.
It's a unit that sees between 500 and 600 patients a day. Accident and emergency at Northwick Park is busy. And it's also under pressure. Statistics say it's the worst performing in the country, seeing just 2/3 of its most seriously ill patients within 4 hours, way below national targets. This is a first look at what could be part of the solution, a brand new £21 million unit, purpose-built and offering better care.
Are we going to run some tests? Okay.
It is a step in the right direction, because actually this is much, much nicer for the patients. They are in individual cubicles. If they need to sleep, they're allowed to sleep. They can have their relatives with them. It's private. So once a patient gets into a cubicle, what we can provide for them is an awful lot better than we could do before.
Ambulances still have to call ahead to see if they can bring patients here. The last 2 weeks have seen attendances and admissions both up. It comes weeks after 2 nearby A&Es were shut.
Can you remind us again why it made sense to close 2 West London accident and emergency units in the middle of an A&E crisis?
It's funny how she talks about the closing of A&E departments, but she doesn't talk about the opening of A&E departments and the improving of facilities. And the plans for North West London do in fact involve significant improvements, including weekend opening of GP surgeries, which is one of the key things that actually the shadow front benchers have talked about.
A new A&E won't solve all the problems here. The hospital also needs more beds so it can admit more patients. 66 more are promised by this time next year. But is there a danger that A&Es could be the victim of their own success?
People know that they can go to an accident and emergency department, the lights are on all day, and that they can be seen generally within 4 hours. That's something that over time I suspect we will have to change as a country, because we can't just keep overloading, however big the departments are, however many beds, doctors and nurses we recruit in hospitals. Hospital isn't always the best place for people.
New facilities help then, but may not be the complete answer. Carl Mercer, BBC London News.